Hey everybody, Sloan here again, and this is another vlog entry on my front-end web development mission and adventure. And today I'm going to be talking about a project that I did as I'm working through John Smilga's vanilla JavaScript projects. And in this project, I built a responsive and dynamic menu web page that has distinct categories, and as you click through, it can, of course, change and list only those specific items within, and also even dynamically add categories as you go. So this was, it's called a vanilla project, but this was definitely the biggest and most complex one I've done so far. And basically, I'm just going to talk my way through the process of what I did and some insights that happened as I went through. So to begin, usually this kind of information is done through an AJAX request, which I'll be learning about sometime soon, where the info is provided externally from a database, but this was provided just through an array created by John that had the items and the descriptions within. So first, I selected the section center, since that's the parent for all the menu item articles. I know you can't see the code here, but this will help me as I go. I'll jump forward because mainly this is a great project because this will be really my go-to skill that I'll be using and be able to apply as I enter the field, where I will get some items, I'm going to iterate over those items and decide what to return. So what kind of info will be returned. In this case, it was mainly specific HTML. And then what I did was I joined it all together, placed it within the parent elements, and then used the inner HTML and signed it to whatever I'm getting back once I run the join method on the array. So to do that, I added an event listener, I accessed the array and dynamically populated the menu. And then I iterated over the menu array and basically dressed them up in HTML using the map methods. That's really something that was a bit more solidified in this process, was using that map method. And I know that it works, just like a filter, where I can access each item in the parameter with map, and then I can modify the array. I return the menu item HTML with specific item info, and then use the join method to make one string and placed it into the specific section center div. After that, it got a bit more complex. I needed some help in order to set it up to be able to filter. So that was a whole process. And finally, as a bonus, a little bit extra tricky step was, let's say if the data in the array changes, as it likely would coming from a database. Let's say, like, if the steak was added at the bottom here, the bison steak, and the dinner button wasn't available in the beginning. Well, for that step, I needed to dynamically have it dynamically change and be able to add new categories and buttons as it went along, as the information changed. So to get just the unique categories using JavaScript, I had to use the reduce method, which I haven't learned about the ES6 version. I know there's an easier way to do it, but it was great practice for me to use the reduce example, iterate over the categories and return buttons, just like I did earlier in the project, but only selecting the buttons once I dynamically set them up. So I did that. It ran into some bugs, had some fun going through and fixing those, and in the end, produced the styling was already done for you in this case, but to produce this functionality and to understand the dynamic elements of it is something that really felt good, and I'm starting to get the handle of, and really hope to expand upon as I keep going through these vanilla projects, and then start to build my own from scratch as well. So that's it for this one. Again, I'm loving these projects and the guide from John, and I'm starting to feel that it's setting in. So, all right, until next time, catch you later. Peace out.